Back to Cars and Farms, and today we're back in the bee yard. Let's super some bees. I got a whole truckload of supers here behind me. I just came up here yesterday, checked all these bees. They were full of honey, so they needed some supers, so I figured let's go ahead and get it on. Any strong hives today, I'm probably going to go ahead and put 2 supers on, and then any of the weaker ones, I'll put maybe 1, and if they're real weak, I won't even put a super on them. I'll let them go ahead and fill up that box before we start doing that. But let's start popping some hives, get the straps done, get a hat on so we don't get stung in the face, and let's get to it. Brought way too many supers, but if we start putting 2 around, it goes pretty quick. But yep, got the truck loaded down, got probably about 2 pallets, a little over 2 pallets. Got some up front here, but go ahead and pop these straps off and we'll start spreading them out. So my plan here is to go ahead and pop all the lids off this one row. You don't want to pop the whole yard because they maybe start wanting to rob on each other. So we're going to pop this whole row through here, take all the lids off. Any of them that are full all the way across with comb, I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to give them 2, and then the weaker ones we'll give 1 or 0. So let's get popping. I'll show you the first couple here. I'll go ahead and give them a little smoke, get them started with. There's the first one. So this hive's looking pretty good. Quick glance, I can see the outside's got honey in it. Middle's full of brood. The outside's got honey on that side. So that one will probably take 2 because there's so many bees in it, so much brood ready to hatch, that whenever the flow starts real good, this one's gonna take off. Let's check the one next to it real quick. That one also will take 2. They're already starting to put comb up top, trying to find out where to store this extra honey. They're already out of room. So that one will take 2. Let me go ahead and pop the rest of these lids. And if I find some weak ones, I'll show you what those look like. I'll kind of show you how I base judgment on how many supers they're gonna need. But here we go. This whole pallet here is going to get 2 supers each. You can see the amount of bees. This one's already got honey. They're starting to try to put above the super because they're already full. These down here look pretty good too. These will all get 2. Full of honey. These down here start getting a little weaker. You can see this one doesn't have bees all the way out to the outside frames. But the middle's got good brood in it, so that one should take off pretty quick. Same thing here, lots of brood. No honey out on the outside. So these will get 1. This one right here is a real weak one. So you can see there's really no bees up top yet, no brood. So that one's going to stay as it is. So there's 2s, 1s. These here, these look like a good 1. No honey on the outside, but lots of bees. And then these down here, that's a 2, and a 1. That's kind of how I judge or grade each hive to see how many supers I need to put on them right now. The main thing is you don't want them to get too big, get too full, then they'll start swarming on you, then you lose that hive. So I'm going to go ahead and start spreading these supers out, get this row done, and hopefully it should go smooth. Got a lot of moving supers today, so it's going to be a long day, but you'll be right there with me. Let's go. Let's get it. So you may be thinking, that's a lot of empty frames for this one little hive to fill up. That's 20 frames of dry comb that these things are going to have to fill. But you'll be surprised. You give them probably 2-3 weeks, good flow, those will all be full. So hopefully they fill them up, pull it off, make some good money this year, keep the bees going, build more bees, and keep it rolling into this fall and into next year. So this is what the row looks like, completely done, stacked up pretty good. A couple little dinks in there, but not bad. Now, time to do the other half of the yard. I'm not going to film that, but I'll show you what it looks like right about now. So this is what the yard looks like. Got it all done. Stacked up pretty good here. Let's hope they make some honey. That pallet, I don't know where it came from, but lots of dinks on that one. But the rest look pretty good. Got some good stacked up ones. Now we're off to the next yard. Let's head that way. Let's see how they look. I'll show you how many supers I got left too. Used up about 2 full rows on the truck. So it seemed like I had a lot of supers. Apparently not. Because one more yard and I'll be done, and I'll have to bring some more back up for the next yard. So yeah, need a bigger truck, I guess. Off to the next yard. Well, just got to the second yard. Gonna do the same thing. Gonna start popping lids here. Gonna start throwing these supers on back here. You know, smoke them, check them, rate them, do all that good stuff. So I'll start with this outside row. Pop open these 5 pallets here, and then I'll show you what the tops look like, and we'll see if they need supers or not. Well, here's the first one I opened. That's outside frame to outside frame full of honey. Brood, bees, looking good. Let's check the second one. Oh yeah, there's another one full of bees. Yep, honey outside to outside. Blow on them a little bit, get them to run. You see all that fresh wax, all that fresh honey. Take a little scoop here. See that good honey right there? That's what we're looking for. So I'm imagining we're gonna have some good pallets here, some bad pallets, about like the other yard. Ooh, that one's real full. This is what we want them to look like. See, they're already starting to put wax up on top. That's a real good sign. So we might have another good yard here. I thought this yard was a little behind that yard, but based on this first pallet, I think this one might be ahead, but all those could be all different. So let's check this next one real quick, and then I'll go ahead and pop the whole row open. See what we got here. There's another good one. Full of wax, full of honey. Let's see this one. Another good one. I'm not gonna have enough supers if this keeps up. I mean, I got about 2 rows. There's supers in front of those. So we'll see. If not, you know where I'll be. I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll have a little less bees, but it's wall-to-wall honey. Let's see this one. Also wall-to-wall honey. So all these need 2. So that tells you how fast these supers are gonna go. Well, let me go ahead and pop the rest of these open and start toting supers. Well, this whole first row took 2, 2s, 2s. That one took a 1. And then these down here are all increase. So these had an empty box when they got here. So they're pretty much still empty. 2 did take some though. So that's always a good sign. I think all this over here is increase. And maybe those over there. And then these should all be good, needing supers. So I'll start cracking them open and checking them. And we'll get back to you when I have supers on them all. See how they did. Well, as you can see, used up all the supers on the truck. Now let me show you the yard, see how they did. First row, yep, nice, good, doubles. Put 2 on a lot of these, 2 on a lot of these. Then I ran out of supers. So these all need 2s. 1 pallet back there needs 2s, and most of the ones in the back, all the increase, they might need like 1 or 2 in here from what I remember. But yeah, pretty happy with them. The bottoms are completely slap full of honey and should be a good honey crop. Now I'm going to tie up this fence. Then I'll be headed to the first yard, check on a few of those, open some lids, see how many supers I'm going to need to bring tomorrow. I got to finish up this yard here and then finish up the first yard up front. And then later that night I might be moving some bees, so stick with us. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time on Cars and Farms. See ya.